Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Going to get into losing my brain today. Going to get into everything today, guys. Losing my absolute brain. Let me take a sip of coffee. Maybe that'll help. All right, let me pay my bills first, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button, share on all forms of social media, 3D Boxing Blog, all forms of social media. Guys, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. $5 a month gets you access to the Discord. In the Discord, you get the live betting. You get the updated props. In addition, you guys get the lock of the week. I should have the lock of the week out for y'all tomorrow. Interesting week. Good week to make money. Waiting for more bets to drop. We got a bunch more today on DraftKings, so I'm just waiting on that. Waiting on some props, different things like that. But guys, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. It's also pinned in the chat. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. If you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout. That's promo code BOXING at checkout. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move in stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Let me get through some of these. Guys, roll on in. We'll get started in a few minutes. What up, Rando? What up, Rando? Shawnee Shine? What up, Shawnee? Muscles, your boy's here. What up, Muscles? Good to have you aboard. JJ, Zendejas. Hello, God bless everyone. Let's make some money. Hit the like button. Guys, yeah, hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It's good to have everyone aboard. I know, we got more fights added on our book. Just no props yet for us, G. Yep, I'm going to get into all of that. No props yet. No props are killing me. Guys, just so you know, I just dropped the Kelvin Davis, the video. Kelvin Davis is live. That video is live with Nahir Albright. I don't have the props on that, but and it's also not on DraftKings. I did it because you guys wanted it. So I gave you guys that video. If FanDuel has it, I like the odds on Albright on FanDuel. If you guys can get a prop on Albright, on the Albright Davis fight to go over, to go the distance, I like any of that. My biggest concern there is that Davis wins by robbery. I do think Albright wins. I think he wins more rounds, but it's just how the judges are going to handle this. Why I just like the prop to go the distance to go over. The prop for Albright is minus 385 to AR Smith. What book are you using, AR? I would take it. I would take that all day. Smith over. I would take it. That's on Bet US. Hang on 1 second. Goat says there are so many good bets this week. I don't disagree. I don't disagree, Goat. I definitely don't disagree. I think there are a lot of good bets this week, a lot of good bets to get into. What up, Ryan? What up, Ryan? We're going to take a look at him in just a minute. Still liking Huni this weekend. I do like Huni. I'm not in love with it. I don't think it's an easy money bet. I do think he wins, and he's getting like plus 260, plus 270. To me, it's a smart bet. Just like Albright is a smart bet to me. I like the overs in a lot of fights this week. We're going to get into it. But let me give you guys the plan. I don't know if I'm going to do a show tomorrow, but I will have the lock of the week for you tomorrow. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow. I'm going to Virginia. There's 2 flights I could take, one early, one in the afternoon. So I will probably do a show. It's just not sure if it's probably going to be in the evening. It's probably going to be late. So I don't know who's going to be awake, but I'll try to do a late show tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be in Virginia. I'm going to try to bring that to you guys tomorrow live from my hotel room. So I'll have that for you. I dropped Kelvin Davis and Albright. I'm going to drop another video for you today. I had originally planned to do Ivan Zuko and Caleb Simpson. I still may do that. I still don't have it on DraftKings. I thought by now it would definitely be up on DraftKings. It is not. So I think I'm going to take a poll real quick on what fight y'all want me to do next. These fights are wild. What up, Cedric? What up, Cedric? And then Friday, I will also bring you a fight. It will probably also be in the evening. I have the weigh-in, different thing like that. So after all of that, Thursday and Friday, I'll probably bring you guys evening shows. And then Saturday, I will be live at the fight. I'll bring you guys a bunch of content. There'll be tons of content for you guys. Interviews, the weigh-in. I'll post all of that. That'll be live for all of you guys tomorrow. All right. All right. Let's get into it. So that's the schedule for this week. Live tomorrow afternoon, live Friday, live Thursday evening, Friday evening, bunch of interviews, and I'm going to continue to try to bring you guys at least one more fight a day. And Kelvin Davis and Nahir Albright is live. And again, one last time, just for good measure, I want to thank y'all again for giving me the best month of I've had so far. Month of May. 2,228 watch hours. That's a record, up from over 1,523, as well as total views. The total views were stupendous. 122,000 views for the month. 122,642. So thank you guys for that. All right. I haven't looked at the odds. I'm still a month off from that fight. That's in June. That's in July. I haven't looked at that fight yet. I can look at it now if you want. Let me look at something real quick. All right. So Jessie Rodriguez right now, depending on your book, is minus 1,800 to minus 2,500. So there's not going to be a lot of money to be made there unless you want to take it by stoppage. Let's see if we got props on the stoppage. Rodriguez wins by KO's minus 400. That's not bad. There's some money there if you want to take it by the stoppage. But in and of itself, obviously the odds on this are stacked. This isn't going to be the best fight to make money on, unless you want to, do something crazy like call an upset. I wouldn't do that. But Rodriguez by TKO is minus 400. That's not terrible. It's not a ton of money to be made, JJ. Unfortunately, it's the odds on that fight are stacked one way. And there's not a ton of money to be made on that fight. Shawnee Shine says, and it's gonna get better. We got a good week coming up. Are we going live tonight? I don't think so, 79. I don't think I'm doing a live tonight. Still no damn Abdullah KO prop. Yeah, the lack of props on DraftKings is killing me. It really is killing me. Got you, JJ. Williams going to be on that Bam undercard. This is what I'm hearing. He's another Texas guy. They want to put all the Texas guys on the card. I do expect Ammo to be on that. I don't think there's an opponent yet. Let me just look at that real quick. Oh, he does have an opponent. Itanisha Aliha. Undefeated fighter from Italy. I've seen him before. I don't think that'll be much of it. That might be a decent fight to bet. Undefeated guy. Amber Williams coming up. Well, he's not coming off a loss. He's got a win since then, but not coming off a great performance. I think that could be. They don't have the odds on it yet, but that could be a decent fight to bet. Bryce Mills. I'm not a Bryce Mills guy. Bryce Mills is fighting in New York this week. Is that? I didn't even know he was fighting. Is he fighting? I know he's from up there. Yeah, he's fighting. Oh, he's fighting Aaron Aponte. Two guys who aren't very good squaring off. Oh, boy. I probably like Aaron Aponte, but hometown decision goes to Bryce Mills. They love him up there. If you go into that fight, I don't know if Bipolar is going. Bipolar lives up there. They love him up there. He's from there. He's from that Syracuse area. They absolutely love him. My guess is Aponte. I probably like Aaron Aponte in that fight. I didn't even know that fight was happening. Yes, he did. He got announced yesterday. Yeah, it's the Italian guy who I've seen before, but I got to go watch tape on him. Ammo, one of my favorite fights. Ammo is, I love watching Ammo. There's odds on Bet 365 for Mason. Let me see. Pro Boxing Odds doesn't have them up yet. If anyone has the odds on that, even money that goes over 3.5 rounds on the Mason fight. Yeah, I might like the over on that. I might like the over, to be honest. I might take the over on that. I don't have any props on it. I got minus 2,500. It's not a great fight to bet if you're just betting the money line. Obviously, at minus 2,500, not a ton of money to be made there. It's not the best fight in the world to bet. All right, let me get to my book. Let me see what I got. They've added a bunch of stuff on my book. Still no props, but I want to go over this with you guys. Let me see this first. All right, this is one I can do. Hang on. All right, I'm going to take a poll, guys. I'm going to take a poll. All right. Which video should I break down next? Simpson versus Zuko or Edwards versus Asumba. All right. Let me know. I don't have either of these on DraftKings, but I have them both on Pro Boxing Odds. I'll just use the book on Pro Boxing Odds. All right, guys, vote in the poll. Let me know which video I should do next. Let me know. The odds are similar, I think, in both those fights. I want to do the Zuko one, but yeah, I'll let you guys pick. I'll definitely let you guys pick. All right. It's annoying. All right. We get to some of these, and we'll get to the book. The African guys to be able to get the fourth round, right? I would guess so. My guess is yes. You're talking to, yeah, I would guess so. Follow Mike. Even money, I think that's worth a bet. Gay Pride Month, Matthew Smith says Ryan Garcia is the best boxer of all time. Thank you for trolling my chat, Matthew Smith. Thank you. I think, yeah, I would agree with Swindle. I think he gets to the fourth round. Bipolar, I'll be right there rooting for Mills. Mills is a very flawed fighter. Gets very frustrated judging in the area though, and he gets very favorable judging in the area though, and also hasn't been signed yet, so he's getting better and has a lot to prove. Yeah, I saw him fight before. I'm not super impressed at all. Is the Canelo and Crawford fight on the books yet? I want to put some money on it. Yeah, Canelo and Crawford is on. Look. All right. Crawford's plus 155. I'm going to throw some money on this now. I know we got, 3 months plus till this fight happens, but I'm going to throw some money on this. I'm going to throw some money on Crawford at plus 155. JJ, how are you betting this? I'm going to put some money on Crawford. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. Fellow Mike, nah, don't bet on that, bro. He got stopped by Tito and Moyataya in 2 rounds. I'm selling the late TKO. Key stops him. I don't mind Keyshawn by stoppage. Keyshawn, my inkling is it goes to the distance. I would lean Keyshawn by points. But Keyshawn's been a lot more aggressive. He's been a lot more off the front foot. He's sitting down. His shots more. I still don't love his power, but his power is good enough to get Branchek out. It's good enough to get Gustavo Lemos out. Right, so his power is good enough. And he's been more aggressive. He's been more assertive. Flurrying, combinations, throwing, really sitting down on his shots a little bit more. So if you want to take him by stoppage, I don't mind. I'm just going to take Keyshawn money line and leave it at that. I got Canelo at minus 170. Crawford's only like plus 140. That's not enough for me. I got him at plus 155. Bipolar, let me ask you this. Who do you think, let's say it's an even money fight. Who would you pick to win? I would take Crawford to win. I looked at Canelo, and I'm usually a weight class matters guy. They have weight class for a reason. But I watched his last fight against Skull, and I said that's not the one. He's shot. I understand Canelo's older. Crawford's older than Canelo, but Canelo's more gunshot. He's been in more tougher fights. He's had more fights. Period. Crawford has more left in the tank than Canelo. Am I too late? DJ Green wants to know. Not at all. Not at all. Canelo by controversial decision. If they take Crawford's O like that, what's the parlay champ? I'm gonna let y'all know tomorrow. I still don't have. There's so many fights and so many props they haven't added to my book yet. I don't want to give you guys a half-ass parlay. We'll get to it. If you guys have anything that you like in your book, I know you got Hard Rock. If there's anything in your book you want to ask me about, feel free. But I'm not going to release my parlay till tomorrow. Hang on one second. Matthew Smith says, we've been blessed to have my favorite troll in the chat. I appreciate you coming by, Matt. Always appreciated. What up, JJ? Yes. Canelo 8 winning. He's chalked. I think Canelo shot. That performance against School, whatever we're calling him, was brutal. That was bad, man. That was a bad performance. Not good. Thanks. I'm going to get a hold of my bookie. I'm going to put 400 on Crawford. There you go. All I know is Abdullah and Nakatani by KO. Yeah, I mean, I think this is. I think these are fair bets, guys. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Let me know what fight I should do next. Shawnee wants to know how I like O'Leary, Justice Uni, Keyshawn. You're talking about Keyshawn, not Kelvin, right? You're talking about Keyshawn Davis. I would imagine Keyshawn Davis money line. I like. If that's Kelvin Davis, I don't like it. Keyshawn Davis, I would like that parlay. And that's going to pay you pretty well, too. Because you're getting the plus 260 or whatever you're getting on Justice Uni. All right. I like this. Yeah. Well, I just did a video on Kelvin Davis. If Kelvin wins by robbery, which is on the books, like that's possible. Kelvin Davis by robbery. Kelvin Davis by injustice is certainly a possibility when he's fighting in his hometown. All right. All right, let me get to this. All right, so they've added a bunch of fights. They've added 1, 2, 3, 4 fights. And the 4 fights they added, Christopher Guerrero. Okay. Minus 2,500. Arthur Beelan Sarnoff. Minus 1,800. I don't know who this is. Mehmet Anal? I don't know who this is. Do I know who this is? A 32-year-old Turkish fighter. What's up? I feel like I may have seen this guy on the Eye of the Tiger card. These are Eye of the Tiger fights. I don't know who this is. No, I don't know who this guy is. So I don't know who this is. And Albert Ramirez. I want to show you how bad the odds are on this week, right? So if I parlayed all 4 of these fights here that they just added, and Josh Kelly, so all 5 fights, it gets me to minus 435. So a 5-leg parlay of all the Friday fights. Oh, these are actually Thursday. Oh, these are on ESPN? Yeah, there's nothing on it. I like Christopher Guerrero. I don't mind you guys betting Christopher Guerrero, but it's minus 2,500. I have no props on any of them, right? No props. If I parlay all 5 of these fights, I get minus 435. It's not really worth it. You know, these are the odds. This is what we have this week. After that, let me just run through everything that I do have. I like Pierce O'Leary, and I probably like him by stoppage. Still don't have a stoppage prop on Pierce O'Leary. I like Justice Uni. I like the fight not to go the distance, and I still don't have a prop on that. Abdullah Mason. I like Mason, guys. I know a lot of you guys said under 3.5 or under 2.5. I don't have any props on this. I like Mason. I like him by stoppage. I think he goes more than 2 or 3 rounds. He gets into the 4th round. Keyshawn Davis. I like Keyshawn. We're still torn on whether it's Keyshawn by points or Keyshawn by decision. It's minus 1,000. I don't have any props on Keyshawn. I would just take him on a money line. Keyshawn, O'Leary, money line. Let's find something to add to it. And I think what we can add to that is Abdullah Mason by stoppage. Jaya Pataya, minus 6,000. Jaya Pataya by stoppage. Junto Nakatani and Nishida. I like Nakatani by stoppage here. But I feel like you just take Nakatani on points here. Nakatani on the money line. Sorry, Nakatani on the money line. So Nakatani money line, O'Leary money line, Keyshawn money line. Abdullah Mason, Giant Messiah, stoppage. There's a 5-leg parlay. I don't have odds on the points yet, right? I don't have odds on all this yet. But these are the only fights that are, and by reasonably priced, I mean minus 1,000, minus 1,400. You know, it is a good week to bet, but we're gonna have to put a bunch of legs together here. We're gonna have to put a bunch of bets together. This 11-leg parlay, if I took uni out of it, a 10-leg parlay is minus 147. A 10-leg parlay. It's still negative money. That's the odds this week, guys. A 10-leg parlay, minus 147. This is what we have this week. This is what we have until I get more props in. It's rough going this week. Why the hell is everyone picking uni? They didn't. My poll picked Wardley. Salute, Mata Prince. Salute, Gary. Bet 365 added more moneyline offerings, which include Angeletti and Justin Paulo. Definitely going to be a great weekend. Yeah, I need those fights. I need those fights on DraftKings. I don't have them. Decent light heavyweight contender. Oh, you talking about the Turkish guy? I feel like I haven't seen him. BoxRec doesn't have Guerrero on that Canadian card, but he's one of my parlays. Yeah, Guerrero's going to win. Guerrero's a pretty good fighter. He's obviously going to win that fight. Taking fight to go distance prop, Davis versus Albright and Johnson versus Boca Chica. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No prop is making that unpleasing to bet on. No props is making that unpleasing to bet on, but I still might just throw some money on that Thursday card. Yeah, I mean, if you want to just parlay the favorites, you'll get you'll get some money on it. You'll make some money on it. It wasn't great, but parlay all the favorites. What up, BC? Bet 365 is the best book for boxing. Them and FanDuel usually offer the most money lines and props. Yeah, I may have to start using FanDuel. Albert Puello, for sure, beats Matias. I think so. I like Puello. Dude, I bet 10 legs at minus money every week. Free money. Yeah. I don't want to give you guys a B. Yeah. I'm fine with it. Shout out to you. Yeah. Martha Prince, I'm taking over 8.5 for both of them fights. Keyshawn, Keon, and Abdullah. Money line. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I like this. So that's over on Kelvin. It was over. What was the other fight? It was over on Kelvin, over on Tiger, and then Keyshawn, Keon, and Abdullah money line. That's a Gary 3D boxing parlay right there. Shout out to you. Yo, Gary, look at the bet I threw in the general Discord chat. Tell me. All right, let me check out. Let me check out for Mike. So it's a $50 bet to win 12-16. So you got Keyshawn money line. You got Kelvin to go the distance. You got Caleb Simpson to win. Josh Kelly by decision. I like that. Giant was higher by KO. I like that. Wardley by KO. That's where we're gonna depart. I would just take the fight to end by stoppage. That's it. The only thing we disagree on is Fabio Wardley. If you like Fabio Wardley, you like this bet. I think everything else is pretty straightforward. But I like the bet, and it's $50 to win 1,200. I like this. I like this, Mike. I just don't agree with Wardley. I think everything else is a hit. Thank you so much. God bless. I have to go back to work. Lunch is over. Everyone hit the like button. It's great having you here. JJ, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. I think a lot of the fights on the Pacquiao Barros undercard can be parlayed. I see there's some value. I haven't looked at the card yet. We still got a while for that, and I don't think that card's going to happen, but we will see. Usyk and Dubois, same day. It's also the same day as Bam, right? It's the same day as Bam. It's a busy day. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. If you have any last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, let me know. I will have the lock of the let me check my poll. So if you parlay these 10 legs, you get to minus 147. If you want to just look at the Thursday card, minus 526 if you parlay the favorites and throw in Josh Kelly. If you do all the Thursday, Friday cards, you get to minus 435. It's not terrible. Taking Keyshawn win by via, I think De Los Santos is more formidable than you think. He does get hit in exchanging. He's got floors exchanging on the inside. But I don't mind it at plus 225. Who do you like in the Usyk Dubois rematch? I like Usyk. I like Usyk on the money. I just take Usyk. I don't think he's aged out yet. I like Dubois, but I can't see him winning this fight. All right, guys. So if you want my advice, Guerrero, Ramirez, Kelly, Birsalinov, all on the money line. Parlay them together, minus 435. Taking Giant Fatai to win by KO inside of 6. I like that. See, I like that. What are the odds on that, Marta Prince? I think Keyshawn does a demolition job on De Los Santos. I think he wins. I just think it's more competitive than you guys are giving him credit for. I think De Los Santos is a real formidable guy. But I do think Keyshawn wins the fight, and he wins it clearly. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Appreciate everyone. It is, let me know what the odds are on that, Mark. Minus 450. Yeah, I like that. I like it. June 4th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless. Can't believe Pandora is underdog in Zoo rematch. That's a tough one to bet. BC says, let's go Mets. I agree. All right, y'all. Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.